Hello everyone, welcome back to you all. In this new video, we are going to learn how to make this beautiful animation of keyboard. So without any further delay, let's get started. So let me play this animation. Yeah, now we are going to make this beautiful animation in our Blender. So let's get started. So by first you need to go to your Google and then go to this Sketchfab website. Sketchfab is a website where you can download or install models for your Blender or for your Unreal free of course. You don't need to pay. Sometimes you need a very specific models, so you have to pay for those. Otherwise, you don't need to pay. You will get nice, elegant, beautiful 3D models for your project. So now you have to go to the Sketchfab website, and after that, go write it down mechanical keyboard. And after a little scrolling, you will come up to this keyboard, and now we have to download it. How you can download this pretty good model? Let it load in first, and yeah. Now you have to scroll a little while, and here you have to just press download 3D model. And my personal favorite format is JTF format. Download in this format, I have already downloaded it, so I don't have to download it again. But for you, you have to download this JTF format, and it will be downloaded in zip file. And afterward, you have to unzip that folder. With this, you also need to download this keyboard. And I'll tell you why I want you to download this file too, and also unzip how you can download this. It's a pretty same process. And download 3D model, and after it, draw with FBX or JTF. I will prefer you draw with JTF format. And after that, you need to unzip both of these downloaded keyboards file. And now we are going to open up our Blender and just somewhere click here, and let me delete this default. And also I'm going to enable my screen task keys so you are able to see what I am doing with my keyboard. And here you have to go and then go with import and go with JTF format, and here go with your downloading, and I'm going to enable this JTF scene. This is the keyboard I wanted, and then I'm going to in random view to see it. It's a black and white keyboard, but let me hide this for a while. I want in other format. Go with import and then import in other JTF format, this one. Why I download this format? Because we are going to play with that first keyboard. I downloaded it because I want the buttons from this model for my that model. These are the buttons I wanted. So let me press yes or GY, like yeah, here I wanted, and then delete all those files. But if you delete all those files, the buttons we want, it will automatically delete it. Let me undo this, and then press Alt P to clear parent and keep sorry, you have to press Alt P on your keyboard and go with clear and keep transformation. And let me see delete this, and still it's deleted. Let me undo this, and then let me go here and hide this for a while, and then delete, and then let's see, but still it's deleted. So let me undo this, and now we are going to delete everything one by one. And here we have to delete everything one by one like this. And now we are almost done with everything. So here it is. And after that, we have to unhide our first model and go to a viewport. And now we have to set this position with that. Press scale it a little bit and then move it on the Z axis. And then we just have to y-axis. Let's move it like this on 70 or like 80 rotations. And then set the position. It won't be like perfect position, but it will be like, let's say, okay, it is. Yeah, I want like here, move a little bit like this. And yeah, yes, we are done with this. Yeah, yes, we are done with this. And now let me see it from the side view, and then zoom like a bit, and then rotate it like this. And now, what do we need to do? As simple as that. Now we will have to set our camera first, and after that we have to set up our lightning, and then we are almost done with both of these things, and then we'll go with our first frame. Let me see. And now we have to set up camera to render our first scene like this. Yeah, it is. Here it's a perfect and view, and here we will press Shift A on the keyboard to edit camera, and we have to see it to view it from camera. We have to click this and then press N on the keyboard, and then go to this view, and then check this on camera to view. So we are able to make changes from camera from this option, and I'll set a position like this, and then let me play with light 2000 it is. Yeah, this will be 2002, and then go to a photo length and increase it like a bit, like 90 it is, and then like this. Let me go to our properties, and then we'll make this color to complete black, and yeah, here it is. Let me make it 100. Yeah, it is the way I wanted it to look like, and yeah, I guess it's perfectly fine. And let me press it on my keyboard to check the camera to view, uncheck this. Let me pause this too, and now I guess we are done with our camera angle, and then we are going to move with our lightning. For that, I need to go with this, and I have to make another view and see from camera. And yeah, if you want to split a window, then just right click here and then vertically split, and it marks somewhere here, and yeah, we are done. Now let me set a render view from this angle, and also go to your world properties and change the render engine to cycles, and here we are. And now we have to add a light here. I just want more compress like this, and yeah, we are done. Now I'm going to add a light, press Shift A and go to lightning, and then add a light here, and then move down the axis like this. It's a way much better than we wanted it, so I want to light it up, rotate it a little bit, and also make it like one like this. Yeah, the way it looks during my sign, it's a very nice. The more small our light will be, the more brighter our scene will be, because it will give a nice sharp look of lightning. And let me set it like this. Yeah, I hope so. This, the look of our lightning is looking the way I wanted it. And here it is, like this. And I have to play with this lightning a little bit to give it a complete nice look. Yeah, so now we are almost done with our lightning. Now we have to set our first shot, and let me see my animation. What is my first shot? Let me see it once again. And here it is. Now what do I need to do? I need to add and duplicate this area light. Shift D on the x-axis, and then let me flip it RX and 180 degree. And after that, let me move it like this, and then scale it a little bit, and then also move it on the z-axis. And then let me set the position, and also scale it a bit, and then increase the power of it like this. And with this, yeah, it's looking nice, I guess. And with this, let me scale it a little bit, not give it a sharp look. With this, I'm going to edit my camera, and then open this one, and also let me scale it a little bit, and then let me decrease the color of it like this, and then let me select my camera view and press down on your keyboard and go with rotation and rotation, and then enable this one and go to like frame 60 I guess, and then move your frame like this, and now you are able to see Yeah, let me select those both trees and right click on my mouse and then go to this interpolation mode and then select this linear one. And now let me see it play it, but let me select the scene frame like just here it is. Yeah, now I'm going to play the animation. Let me select this render view and then see. Yeah, it's the nice angle, I hope so. Now I have to adjust the lightning and let me select my lightning and then go like this. Set the position and then go to this frame 0 and then also add a 3 frame of this line like location and rotation and then go to this 60 and then go to select this camera view and then copy this one and then go to your lightning and paste here where it went up like. Sorry, my camera. Yeah, now let me select my lightning, this one, and then undo this step and then let me select like this one I guess. Yeah, it's nice I guess. And then press play again and select location and rotation keyframe and yeah, like this we are done, but I have to increase it like this. Let me go and see how it's looking like. Yeah, our first shot is almost done and now we are heading up with our next shot. And you can add an extra light if you wanted to, and you can make changes in this thing if you want to, because I am here just to teach you how to do things, but everyone have their own creative mind and I hope you are trying it to give it a better look as much as you can. So yeah, now we are heading up to our next shot and that is this one. For this shot we have to add an extra camera in our scene and then we have to mm, give the movement to our camera to give it this look. And for that let me edit some sort of things in my scene collection, like this area like meant for be my first camera and then I'm going to like this press one first and then go with this first camera and also I'm going to select this for my first camera because if I don't put a sign on it and I'm going to select this first shot I guess, and because we have to add different cameras in our scene for coming shots, so for those reasons we have to rename it so we can't mess up at the end. And now I hope so we are done with this first shot and now we are heading up to our next shot and that will be, and I'm going to add in camera for it. And this is our second camera. I'm going to rename this and go with this second camera. And if we go and select this thing and then we are able to view it from a second camera, then let me press N and then go and check this on to camera to view and then second camera as we wanted it. Like this, and you can set these everything by your own. And I'm going to increase the photo length of second camera like 90 it is. Yeah, and zoom out a little bit and then move it like this. Yeah, like this. Yeah, we are almost done. And now we have to edit our lights, so I'm just going to select our one and then rotate it and move it like this. Yeah, and let's set this and check this camera to view. So let me set our lightning, then duplicate this and then add this one exactly like this. Also duplicate this one to move it on the y-axis. And the light we added here on top of our keyboard, we have to adjust it to give it a nicer look, I hope so. And we can give it more strength to a camera, to a light, to give it a nice look, of course. And yeah, in this way our keyboard is really nice. But let me increase the power of our lightning. Like 0.200 is enough, I guess. Yeah, like this. And select this one and check this for brighter if you wanted to. And yeah, we are done. And now we have to again go with our camera and then start frame which is TRS 61, I hope so. And then our ending frames will be like 120 rs. And yeah, Here the thing we messed up, and that is the lights we added. This one, and this one. We don't want the keyframe for this lighting, so let me delete those, and then press GRX and give it a move like this, and then adjust the position again, yeah, like this. And now let me select my camera and then go to 61 frame like this, and press K again on your keyboard, and then go with rotation, and then go to frame 120, and then I am going to see what we can do. Now we have to add an empty vector in our viewport like this plane axis, scale it a bit, and then move it like this. And now we are going to select this one, and then after that, then we are going to select our empty and press Ctrl P on your keyboard, and then set parent to object and keep transform. And with this, we are first going to add a keyframe here at 61 rotation. After that, we are going to frame 120, and then we are going to rotate a bit like this one, and then we are going to add a keyframe again like rotation. And here is the look. Let me go with this right render view and select those keyframes and right click on your mouse and then set the interpolation mode, this linear one. And now see the look of view. And yeah, I hope so it's not quite same as we wanted it, but yeah, it's almost the same. So you can adjust it slightly different bit as you wanted them. So yeah, now let me see it from my render view. And then see it from my render view how it's looking like. Yeah, our light from the side is a way more brighter than I would suggest. So let me increase it, but also like this side. Yeah, it's looking fine to me. Then let's see if it's, yeah. Here we are almost done with our second shot. And now we are heading for third shot.